Hello, shiny happy people. Welcome back to my channel. I am the Cinema.Sewist, and on this channel, I am creating a cinematic wardrobe utilizing a little bit of creativity and a whole lot of dedication. Finally, today, I am going to talk to you about the second Cinemake for 2024, which is also, as you've seen in the teaser trailer, my second collaboration with Minerva in the Minerva Brand Ambassador program. And so now finally I can actually talk to you about the project because I was heavily procrastinating, as I always do. But finally, we can talk about this. So the theme for this outfit is going to be based on the movie Death Becomes Her from 1992. And I have decided in the theme of my Make 9 to make it a collaboration piece between a movie and a designer. So in this case, it's going to be Death Becomes Her meets Valentino. Why that is, what the movie's about, what fabrics I'm going to use, and also what patterns I'm going to use. We will find out all about that right now as I'm talking to you about my plans. Right. So, as I said, the movie that this outfit is going to be based on is Death Becomes Her, a movie from 1992 directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Bruce Willis, and the ever gorgeous Isabella Rossellini. The story of the movie follows Madeline, who is an actress, probably one even in the beginning that has seen better days. She's a Broadway actress, but it's kind of, you can tell in the opening scene that her stardom is already fading. And it actually begins where at this performance, her one of her oldest friends called Helen, played by Goldie Hawn, is actually attending the performance with her fiance, played by Bruce Willis, who is he's a star surgeon at this point, plastic surgeon. So very renowned in his work. He's doing extremely good work. And actually, Helen, as it turns out, she is on purpose bringing her fiance to see Madeline because, as it turns out, everything that Helen has, Madeline wants. And in this case, it turns out to be the same case because the next scene you see is someone getting married, but strangely enough, Bruce Willis, I think his name is Edward, or is it George? Might be George, uh, is getting married to Madeline instead of Helen. And Helen turns into a crazy cat lady as a result, gaining 200 pounds, landing in a mental institution because she's completely going insane over the thought of getting revenge on Madeline. And well, on the other hand, you have Madeline facing her struggles with getting older. She's trying desperately to stay young, to look young, from plastic surgeries to all the cosmetic treatments that you can think of, which is probably also what is going on also nowadays in Hollywood when you look at it. And she gets an invitation along with her then husband to a book premiere from Helen, who wrote a beauty book. And Madeline freaks out and is trying her best to look the best she can because she wants to outshine Helen, of course. And once they meet at this book party, it is quite a surprise how Helen looks, all slimmed down, youthful, glorious, and yeah, Bruce Willis is immediately infatuated with Helen again. Also because Madeline is turned out to be the selfish actress that was quite evidently she was from the beginning. She has a younger lover and everything, and Actually, it only hits her when the younger lover rejects her and tells her to look for a different lover of her age, that she then goes to see Isabella Rossellini's character, who has a potion that turns out to be the fountain of youth. So you drink that potion, and everything about you rejuvenates, and you look flawless and young and absolutely magic. The catch of it, though, is you have to take care of your body because you have become immortal, but also your when you put damage on your body, it is permanent. And that leads to more tragic events as it goes down further down the line. And later on, it turns out that Helen also had taken the potion way back, and that's why she looks as gloriously as she looks then. And it becomes a battle between Madeline and Helen, obviously over George, who is I mean, Bruce Willis. I just rewatched the movie in preparation for this, and Bruce Willis, he's so brilliantly playing the buffoon in this. It's just glorious, and he's just trapped in the middle of this cat fight between Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn. It's actually glorious, and yeah, I don't want to spoil too much in case you've never seen it. I can recommend the movie. I think the effects probably don't hold up as much as they used to back in the day. But again, it's a movie from 1992, so um, computer effects weren't the biggest deal back then. It was just the baby steps, and yeah, it still holds up, the movie, and also from the story and the message behind it, with the chasing for youth and trying to ever look young, and yeah, how far do you go just to stay competitive, especially as a woman in the show business and everything. It's a really, really good movie, and I think the message holds up. The movie itself holds up, and obviously you have an all-star cast. They are all brilliant in their roles, and yeah, I can highly recommend it. Now, I'm not recreating an outfit from the movie per se. So you have obviously that glorious red dress that Goldie Hawn is wearing when Madeline and George see her again for the first time, which is a beautiful dress, but I'm not making that. There's also, I think there's a white top that Madeline is wearing at some point, I think with black small, like slim cut pants. I'm not making that. And I'm obviously not recreating Isabella Rossellini's look because, hey, but I've come up with an idea based on, actually, and you may have seen it from the little intro cap that I'm usually doing for these. I've come up with an idea based on actually the look of Goldie Hawn after she gets blasted with a shotgun, and basically her midsection is missing. So instead of a stomach, there's a hole. So it came together in my mind that I actually wanted to do this particular outfit. And what that is, you will see right now. So it all started when I got the idea for pants. I wanted red pants, which is why the collaboration style is now with Valentino, because Valentino is kind of iconic for this vibrant red color. And I have, do I have leftover? I do have a leftover, but it's buried under everything else. Here's a leftover. So I have this poly cotton drill from Minerva.com. This is from their core range. Has a slight stretch because of the weave, not because of the material itself. So it is a little forgiving. And I have started with this wanting to make pants, and then everything kind of got together where I was like, okay, if I make this for the Minerva Brand Ambassador program, I might as well do a whole suit. And then it came to me that I wanted a waistcoat, which I'm also going to talk to you about in a second. And then there's the jacket. And the jacket is actually in dedication to a jacket I bought now 5 years ago when I was in Rome. I saw this jacket in a shop window and I could not bypass the jacket. The shop was closed at that point, and I was like, oh my God, I got to go there next day. I got to buy this thing. This jacket is mine. I don't care what it costs. I think it was around even 170 euros. It wasn't cheap, but I found it so glorious back then, and I still find it glorious. This is one of my favorite jackets. And what this is, it is faux suede. So this is plastic material. This is not real suede, but it has grommets in all sizes, like the super large ones and then the smaller ones. And this is probably the coolest jacket I own so far. There might be cooler ones, including the one that I'm making. But yeah, this is absolute epic, and it's such a statement piece. I love wearing this thing every once in a while. I'm not wearing it too often, but every once in a while when I want a little pop, I'm wearing this thing. And yes, so I'm going to make also a jacket, this time with a lapel though. This one doesn't have a lapel. Mine is, it's going to be a blazer. And yeah, it's going to get grommets. And yes, before we completely go off grain here, let me just talk to you about the rest of the fabrics and the rest of the notions so you get an even better idea of what I'm doing. Right, so you have seen the fabric, the outer fabric, which actually this is pretty much all that is left. Spoiler alert, I've already cut out everything and I'm already almost done with the pants at this point. So that's why, yeah, this is all that's left. But you've seen the full piece in the teaser trailer, so who are we kidding here? I have bought also for the lining part a spectacular lining from Mood Fabrics. This one's not from Minerva, but from Mood Fabrics. I saw it on their website and I was like, yes, must have. This is a jacquard lining, acetate and viscose with dragons on it. Super cool. And it's not that important to have a fancy lining in this, but it was like, yeah, why not? Why not put a fancy lining in there? And the way that this is going to work, I'm going to show you when I make the jacket, because I'm going to line the jacket, but in a different way than you would usually line a jacket because of the grommets that I'm going to install. But yeah, this is going to be the lining. You probably will mostly see this for the waistcoat. So this is, again, another close-up. Super nice. It feels super nice. It's slinky. Also, what I'm going to make, because when you make a 3-piece suit, you might as well also make it a 4-piece suit and make a blouse with it. And I did buy, this is from Spoonflower, and I can link the design in the description in case you're interested in it. This is the cotton silk base, because they have that again, and I really wanted to try that out. And that's why I bought 2 different designs in the cotton silk. The other one I wanted to use for this suit as well, but I've decided now, because I bought another suiting in the meantime, and I'm going to use that for the other suiting. So no judgment there. It's going to happen. There's going to be another suit. But in the meantime, these little kitties with hats are going to be the base for the blouse of this outfit. Completely unrelated to the actual theme of Death Becomes Her, but I just thought it's cute, and it's going to yield into an outfit that has more possibilities. So I can wear just the trousers with the waistcoat, or the trousers with the jacket and the blouse, you name it. So there is multiple things that I can do with this. just to show you. And of course, for the jacket, I did buy grommets. I did get multiple sizes. This is, I think, 40 millimeters. So this is exactly the same size, it turns out, than the jacket that I had. But these grommets are a little different because they're like plastic and they snap together, which is actually pretty cool. And then something came up that I did not expect, which is that I actually have to hammer these in, and I don't have grommet tools for the respective sizes. Now, I did do a little research, and I'm going to experiment doing this without grommet kit tools, because I don't even know what size this is. This should be, no, this is the 1 inch. So I have 1 inch as well. Then I have, I think this is between 3/8, might be 5/8. This might be 5/8 of an inch. And then I have 3/8 of an inch. And they have slightly different shadings, which I don't care. I will still combine this into this one jacket because I have no other choice. I mean, I could spray paint this, but it's never gonna really look right. So I'd rather have the different shades of bronze, gold interacting with each other on the jacket. I think it might look fun. I think it will. Yeah, it will look fun. Yes. So that is the plan for the jacket. That is all the notions I have for that. And also, yeah, for the waistcoat, I can show these quickly. So there's going to be gold buttons for the waistcoat only. For the jacket, I don't think I need buttons. Maybe I will. Maybe I will need 1 button. We'll figure it out. But for the waistcoat, I got these buttons. And these are from my stash. So I think these are going to also look very cool in combination with the grommet situation for the jacket. Just getting all of that into a, again, cohesive look. And now for the most important part, maybe, potentially, yeah, that's a pretty important part. Let's go and jump right into the patterns. Right, so the pants that started it all are the Brittany pants by Vicky Sews. These are the pants that I originally wanted to make, and then everything trailed from there. There are a carrot style form pants, and yes, at this point in time, I'm almost finished with the pants. Pretty happy with them so far. They come together quite easily. And yes, that's where that all started. And then it trailed off into something else. Now I had to think a little bit about which patterns to use specifically for the jacket, but also for the waistcoat, because I've used a different waistcoat for the Tony Manero suit and for other waistcoats. But the downside is that the neckline goes very low, similar to this dress, but actually even worse, because if you would wear that waistcoat on its own, you would see my bra, like all out. And I'm trying a different waistcoat now, so I can wear this, just the waistcoat and the pants, without a blouse underneath it. And I found the McCalls M5193. This is the pattern. And I am actually making the waistcoat and the jacket for this look. And then it's going to be combined, obviously, with the Brittany pants instead of these pants. And yes, like I said, I've already cut everything. I got all 3 pieces out of the 4 meters that Minerva has kindly provided me with. And from the rest, I first was considering making a little skirt, again, to have even more possibilities for combinations. But then I just rethought the whole approach, and instead I made bias binding out of the rest of the fabric, because I wanted to bias bind the pants, and I also need to bias bind the jacket. And I'm going to tell you when I make the jacket itself why that is. You will see. You will see why, instead of lining it the traditional way. And yes, so these are the two items. And for the blouse, I did print out the blouse. Again, it's a Vicky Sews. And I think, which one am I making? I think I'm making the Berta blouse. Yes, the Berta blouse has the ruches. Yes, it has the flounces. So that's going to be for the kitten cotton silk. Interesting. It should be fairly interesting how this is going to develop. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I'm really excited. I've procrastinated on this thing way too long, so I can't wait to get the show on the road. Like I said, I'm happy that I'm almost done with the pants, but the other pieces are going to be very, very time consuming and very, very labor intense. So yeah, I hope I can power through this. But you are going to witness this very shortly on this channel. So if you liked this, if you're curious about the outcome of this outfit, make sure to give me a thumbs up and maybe also comment what you are curious about, what you would like to see, what you think about my idea naming this The Death Becomes Her Outfit. Do you think I'm completely off with that theme, or that I'm spot on? You can tell me anything. Yeah, I'm just really curious also to see what other people think about my ideas here and my progress. If there's anything you would like to share, please do. And if you want to be notified by when I put up the following videos, make sure to subscribe. And you can also hit the notification bell if you want to. And yes, so that's a wrap. Let's get cracking on this. I'm super excited to share this with you once it is done, that is. And yes, I hope whatever you are doing is going to be joyful and fulfilling to you. And I'll catch you very soon with the follow-ups of this. So stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.